Hi there, Rolly again, Z01BQD. I'm up in the park again today, and 40 metres has just gone a little bit flat on me, and I got to thinking again about some of the questions I get asked on my YouTube channel. Anyway, you recall that last time I spoke about the antennas I used, and we discussed those a little bit. This time another question that comes up often is, what mode do I use? And that's a great question, because once again we can take these same 5 guys that we used in the last video, 5 amateur radio operators, put them in a room and ask them their opinion of what mode is best to use. Yeah, I know, we're going to come out with a variety of opinions, not just 5. There'll be a heap of different opinions. Again, let's take the same 5 guys and discuss their various requirements. There was the DXer, you may remember, the ardent DXer, who really wants to, well, the DXer's aim is to get every country possible. And not only every country, but on every mode possible. And then again on every band possible. So if you can imagine, this is great big matrix inside of a DX's head, a cube in shape, countries this way, bands this way, modes this way, and where every intersection you have is you got to put a cross. And I got a little checkbox and tick it off. And I think that'd be a lifetime thing to do. In fact, I don't know of any amateur who could say that they've been there, done that, and ticked all the boxes off. As far as DX is concerned. In fact, if you come across somebody that says, yeah, been there, done that, got them all, ask them to see their log entry for, say, North Korea, 80 meters, slow scan TV. yeah, you can see where this is going, can't you? You'd probably throw that DXer into a huge turmoil, and he'll go home and he'll try, and probably that will become his lifetime ambition, to work North Korea on 80 meter slow scan TV. But so that's the DXer. There was also the SOTA guy, the guy that climbs over mountains. It's similar to this, but probably more like my friend Z04RA Chris. I mean, he's a nutter anyway, we all know that. But he would climb up into the snow and so on like that. And now, he's certainly not going to take a computer with him and a keyboard and all that sort of stuff. His frozen fingers wouldn't be able to use it anyway. And operate FT8. And so CW and single sideband are probably the only modes that a SOTA operation would use. Simply because they're the easiest mode to use when your fingers are cold and everything is freezing, and you've got to keep it simple. The POTA guy, like I am here, right, well, I guess I could bring a computer with me. In fact, I often bring a computer with me to do some logging and some checking in into the different portals to allow people to know that I'm here. So I can carry a little bit more gear. Probably I could, if I wish, to do a few more different modes if I wanted. However, I normally end up just doing single sideband and CW. Love CW, so that's my thing. I like it. I find that on a POTA activation, the CW works extremely well. And then, of course, there's so that's the SOTA guy, the POTA guy. I think the 4th guy was the normal amateur that's sitting at home in his shack. Yeah, 100 watt rig, dipole out in the backyard. Just the normal sort of thing. Maybe he might be interested in just simply one mode, the mode that interests him the most. Old timer like me, probably CW and loving CW. Or it could be off on his favourite net on single sideband and operating single sideband with his mates. He'll probably dabble around to some of the other modes, a little bit of FT8 perhaps, and may get into some other obscure little mode that is of interest to him. Particularly the guys that are up on VHF, UHF, you can get into all sorts of weird and wonderful modes of operating there. Then there's the last guy, the guy in a mobile. I guess in a mobile, yeah, once again, you're not going to carry a whole lot of surplus gear or more gear than you have to, and so maybe you're back to single sideband and CW again for a mobile activation. So there it is. I mean, there's a myriad of modes, isn't there? There's, I can't list them all off, particularly when we get into the data modes and those sorts of things. There's a heap of them. So I guess what it gets down to is whatever mode works for you and whatever mode is of your particular interest, get into it, use it, and we'll see you on the air. So what do you reckon?